Are you a white person who has been on a journey to unpack anti-blackness, do some decolonization, do some deconstruction, or even doing some sort of anti-racism education, whether alone or in a group? I want you to listen up. One thing that I want you to think about is that in the beginning of any effort, especially when it comes to anything around, liberation, abolition work, equity, or anything like that, it is very easy for white people to jump into this work with 2 feet and be like super gun-ho, right? Like right after George Floyd. And now we're almost 3 years later, and what? All that Black Lives Matter support that was coming from folks that were non-black is nowhere. All of the company pledges, everything that was supposed to happen did not happen. And black people are no better off in this country. There has not been any change in reforms for law enforcement. We don't even have the Crown Act and so many other things. So I say that to say that a lot of times white people become apathetic because they don't see change. The reason is because the work is not external. The work's not, decolonization of, systems or, dismantling of systems. The work first and foremost starts within. The work that white folks have to do when it comes to decolonization or deconstruction or unpacking anti-blackness is healing yourself. And the reason is because of white violence. Tammy Triolo, the master trainer for Unleash Empathy, has conducted several mini classes which are available for replay that really unpack white violence, what that looks like in your real life. And then we get into, how to really deal with it. And I want to let you know that white violence that sits within you is epigenetic. That white violence that sits within you is ancestral. It's practice, and it's so deeply rooted in the programming that you've received that it's like subconscious on a subconscious level. And in order, right, for that to change, that takes more than just you getting that initial momentum. It requires you being community. It requires you have accountability. It requires you get feedback. It requires, right, that you give up some stuff. And that's one of the reasons that it hasn't worked for a lot of white people, is because most white people aren't willing to give up that relationship with their family member, with their mother, with their father, with their partner, with their spouse, right, with people who are harming them and people who don't know how to maintain boundaries. As you grow, you're going to need to be around other people who are growing. Iron sharpens iron. And so when you're on that healing journey, you're going to have to heal along other people who are on their healing journey as well.